door won't latch.
I have a door that won't latch, so when I shut it, it will just come right back open. I found the problem here at the latch. The door is too low for the strike plate, so the latch won't catch. I also checked the gaps at the top and side of the door to see that they were not touching. I found the problem, and it's my hinges have worn down. After a few years of use, you can see this black residue on the paint. That's little pieces of metal that are coming off the hinges when they wear. If you look right here on the hinge, you'll see a gap. That's how far the metal is worn as the door has been open and closed over the years. What we're going to do is try to raise the door up. This gap will widen and we'll put a little washer in there, and that will raise the entire door upward. So the next thing we need to do is figure out what size of washers we need to get to put in the hinges to raise them up. So we will go ahead and take the pin out of this hinge right here and take it down to the local hardware store and find a washer that will fit to raise this hinge up. Right, I'm going to take my hammer, I'm going to take a screwdriver with a flat tip on the end, or any other tool that you can use to tap that pin out. Here we are at the hardware store looking for the washers we need. There are several washers to choose from that will fit the hinge pin. These nylon washers are the thinnest washers I could find. Now I need to compare what I've found and pick the washers I want to get. I like the two washers on the right side because they have the smallest diameter and will not stick out too far. The washers I chose were the metric M6 washer for the larger hinge gaps, and the nylon 1/2 outside 9/32 inside diameter for the small hinge gaps. Now we've got to raise the door up, and we need some tools to do that. I've got a nail puller that will give us something to give us leverage to lift the door. Got a hammer. You can get shims, either wood or plastic, something you can put under here to raise the door up. What I'm going to do, use this bar, and then I'm going to open the door slightly and lift up on that, wedge that door up, and I'm going to look and I can see that I've raised the door up and I have a gap right here in the hinge now, and I should be able to put some washers in there on both the top and the bottom hinges. You might be able to see that now that I've got the door wedged up a little higher, instead of having the gap right here, I have the gap right here, and this is where I can put the washer, and that will hold the door up a slight amount so that it's high enough to latch. Alright, I've got the two different washers that I ended up buying. I bought the thinner nylon washer. It will definitely fit in there, and I'm going to try though the thicker metal stainless washer, and it fits in there as well. So that's might be the one I will use. I'll see if I can get that pin in this hinge to go back down through there. So grab this pin, wiggle it, and sure enough, right in there. And I've got one of the three done. I'm only going to do the top two. Go ahead and repeat it on the top one. I only want to take one pin out at a time so the door doesn't fall off. So I've got the middle one back in, I'll do the top one. we'll test it to see if the door is raised up enough to latch. Looks great. Fix the door for the cost of 2 washers. Now I'm going to clean this hinge up a little bit. I put some Dawn dish soap and some water on here, so I'll rub that on here. And then we get a dry paper towel, dry off. That is it. The door is fixed and you are the hero for about $1. Thanks for watching.